So $1,400 stimulus checks are rolling off the printing press as we speak. So what should you do with yours? What shouldn't you do with yours? And I'm also going to talk a little bit about how I took $2,000 and turned it into over $50,000 in 1 year of trading. Can you do that with your stimulus check? Stick around to find out. So many of you out there, millions of Americans out there, are about to receive a $1,400 stimulus check from the United States government. So first, before we dig in, let's take a quick look at who's going to receive these checks, okay? So as you can see on the screen there, guys, the government has basically said, look, if you're married filing jointly, and you make $150,000 a year or less, you are eligible for a $1,400 stimulus check. But not just you, all of your family members and dependents as well. If you are single and you make $75,000 a year or less, you are entitled to a $1,400 stimulus check. So again, if you have a family of say 4, you might be entitled to as much as $5,600. If you have a family of 5 with 3 kids, husband, wife, etc., it might be $7,000. So $1,400 is really the minimum, possibly even more than that. So what should you be doing with this money? Should you be going out and maybe, buying an iPhone 12? Should you be buying maybe some Yeezys with this? They're pretty cool sneakers, right? Getting popular with the kids these days. Or what about one of those fancy, snazzy Louis Vuitton bags? How about one of those? Is that a good way to spend your $1,400 check? Oh, I got it. What about a big old family vacation, especially during COVID times, right? When flying is oh so much fun. How about that with your $1,400 or $2,800 or $4,200 or $5,600, okay? Maybe, what about becoming a trader? Have you ever thought about that? So today I'm going to dig deep into what you should and what you shouldn't do with that money, okay? Because a lot of Americans, guys, if we're being 100% honest with ourselves, man, you guys are just caught in a cycle, and it's a negative cycle, okay? We live in a consumer-based society, and this society is built upon spending, which is most societies, but it's gotten to an extreme to where everybody's trying to keep up with the Kardashians. I mean, keep up with the Joneses, okay? And to the point where I bet you many of you right now are like every hour checking your bank account. Is my $1,400 in the bank yet? Is my $1,400 in the bank yet? If I get a paper check, how long do I have to wait? Think about what I just said. Why are you putting yourself in a position where $1,400 is that important to you? I'm not suggesting money's not important. I know that everybody has different circumstances in life. I get that. I do. Okay? But you want to be in a position where this is a kind of a bonus in your life. Okay? In fact, I think Harvard did a study where they said almost 70% of people are going to save their stimulus check. All right? But the question is, with this stimulus money, whether it's $1,400 or $5,600, what should you be doing with it? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. In a couple minutes, I'm going to talk about how I turned $2,000 into $50,000 as a trader. But there are caveats to that, so you need to stick around and listen to those caveats. So here's the truth of it, guys. I don't like to sugarcoat things. I hate people out there that are charlatans and that flat lie to people, all right? If you are in the lower income bracket and you are truly, genuinely struggling, what I would call broke, okay? Meaning you're having a hard time paying your rent, paying your utilities, etc. Take the stimulus money and pay your utilities. Catch up on your bills. That's what you really need to be doing, okay? If there's anything left over, put it in your savings account, your checking account, whatever you can to give yourself at least a few $100 or $1,000 worth of a safety net or a comfort zone, okay? So if you find yourself in that lower echelon bracket, you are just really tight, please pay off your debt, or not pay off your debt, but just pay your basic bills, okay? And after that, put the money in the bank account. If you happen to be a little bit above that bracket, okay, and maybe you're okay with your bills, you're up to date on your bills, but you still harbor and carry a lot of debt, because let's be honest here, the average American has close to $10,000 in credit card debt, okay? And on top of the $10,000 in credit card debt the average American has, interest rates are between 15 to 21%. Think about what I just said. 15 to 21% interest rates. Guys, debt is financial slavery. So take this $1,400, $2,800, $4,200, etc., Pay down your credit card debt, okay? Save that. If you can pay off your credit card debt, it might save you 200, 300 bucks a month, maybe 500 bucks a month, depending on how much credit card debt that you have. So if you're in that position, pay down your debt. Pay down your debt. And if you have anything left over, put it into your savings account, okay? Now, if you're doing better than all of that and you really don't have much debt or any debt at all, you have a pretty decent job, you're caught up on all your bills, etc. and so forth, what should you do with that stimulus money? Well, there's a lot of choices. I mean, you could say, you know what, we're worth it. Let's go take a family vacation. And I suppose that would be okay. The first thing I would say to you is, one, just make sure your savings account is up to snuff. Make sure you have at least 3, 6, 9, 12 months of money into your savings account. If not, probably put your stimulus money in there. But if you're looking to take this stimulus money and do something with it, potentially grow this stimulus money, then I would highly recommend you consider alternative avenues. I mean, putting your money into a checking account is not that great. I mean, you're going to get anywhere from like 0.1% up to maybe 2 or 3% return on your investment, which is not very good. So if you've been looking to open a side hustle or get a second job, or you want to become a trader potentially, maybe this is the opportunity for you. Take that $1,400, take that $5,600 and open up a trading account. But here's a couple caveats. You do not want to be spending your time opening up a Robinhood account and spending your time on Wall Street bets. Okay, those people don't care about you. YOLO and diamond hands is about the worst money management advice you could ever give somebody ever in the history of the world. And for every one of those big accounts you say, oh, I made $7 million, there's about 10,000 accounts that are just getting hammered. So you definitely don't want to do that with your stimulus money. If you want to learn how to trade, guys, it's a wonderful business, okay? But it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take discipline. So don't think you're going to take your $1,400, put it into a trading account and magically make a ton of money, okay? I would say a realistic timeline is roughly 2 to 3 years to become a successful trader. So if you think you're going to get rich quick with your stimulus check, you're not. If you're not going to put the time and the effort in, honestly, I would recommend that you put your $1,400 into a 401k or an IRA, or if you want to, use a 529 savings account for your kids' college or something of that nature, go ahead and do that. If you want to use a total market fund, that's a great idea. Why? Why do I say these things? Because, guys, the average investor significantly lags the stock market. They really do. It's pretty unbelievable how much the average investor lags the market. The market return is roughly 9 or 10% over the last 15 years. And over the last 10 years, it's somewhere in the 15% range. The average investor underperforms by somewhere around 4 percentage points per year. That's an unbelievable amount of money if you project it out over a 10, 20, 30-year period. So what would you do if you don't want to be a trader, okay, and you're not going to put it in your IRA, your 401k, or 529? You know what? Buy a total market fund, guys. Take a Vanguard 500 mutual fund, index fund, VTI, VTSAX, VTSMX, and put your stimulus money in there, and you know what? Walk away. Come back 20 years from now and your $1,400, $4,200, $2,800, $5,600 will be a heck of a lot more money than it is today. And that's probably the best thing you can do with it. But if you are interested in becoming a trader, let me give you a couple tips here, some advice. One, go to the Live Traders website, guys. Why? We have a free ebook called Trader's Guide to Success. It's about 80 pages, and it's not your typical ebook where it's just some sales catalog, which is almost what every ebook is these days. It's a sales catalog. Honestly, there are some really good articles in this 80-page ebook. It's an electronic e-manual. You can download it at livetraders.com. So go through it. Why? Because you'll learn about trading. And not only will you learn about trading, you'll understand or get a better understanding if trading is something you even really want to do. You may not, after reading this, go, that's not what I thought it was. In fact, I don't think I have 1 or 2 or 3 years to dedicate to this, even on a part-time basis. So I don't even want to start. And you know what? Good for you for making that decision. Trading isn't right for everybody, okay? So yeah, I did take $2,000 and turn it into over $50,000 in a 1-year period, okay? I did that a while ago, but here's the caveat. I had 8 years of experience when I did that. I had 8 years of experience when I did that. And on top of the 8 years of experience, I was very aggressive with my trading. There were times I was risking 2 to 3% of my account per trade. Whereas right now, I would recommend nobody, including myself, to ever risk more than 1% per trade. because you just don't need to. So back then I was a bit more aggressive, but it paid off. $2,165 into over 50,000. I did that largely by trading the 3-bar play, trading breakouts, and trading buy setups in the first 30 to 45 minutes of the day. So why do I tell you all that? I say that because if you live on the West Coast or you don't have all day to trade, you can make a living in trading in an hour, hour and a half a day. That is a factual statement. You can make a living in 1 hour a day trading the 3-bar play. You absolutely can. But it's going to take you time to learn that. So you might look at that 1 or 2 hours, but to get to that 1 or 2 hours, you're probably going to have to put in 5,000 hours of effort to get to those 1 hour a day trading 5, 10-hour work weeks, which is fantastic when you get there, but you still have to cut your teeth, okay? So you look at the chart on the screen here, okay? This is a nice gap up with a wide range igniting bar, followed by a narrow range resting bar. And in a very short period of time, less than 30 minutes, I made $2,000 on this trade. And this was only last week or so, okay? So it can be done and you can do it, but it's gonna take some time. And I'm telling you this because you're probably gonna be seeing a ton of videos out there on YouTube about stimulus checks, stimulus checks, stimulus checks, what you can do and how you can be rich with your stimulus check. Well, that's a little bit disingenuous is the best way that I can say it. I would love for you guys to try out trading. I think it's a wonderful industry, but go in with your eyes wide open. Don't go in blinded by some guru out there. Go read Trader's Guide to Success. It'll take you an hour or two to go through it, okay? And then you'll have a much better understanding of trading, all right? And then you can go in and have a realistic chance of success. Now, to be fair, is $1,400 or $2,800 or $4,200 a lot of money to get started with? Not really, okay? But it can be done, especially if you want to start slow using very small risk like $5 or $10, okay? So let me give you a quick summary, guys, before we end up on this video. If you are really tight, I mean what I would call broke, you're having a hard time paying your basic bills like rent and utilities, electric, etc., go take the stimulus money, catch up on your bills, pay your rent, get some peace of mind, get food for those kids, do what you need to do to just get back to your lifestyle, okay? After that, if you're the next bracket up perhaps, and maybe you're okay with your rent and your utilities and food, take that money and make sure you build up your savings account. Put $1,000, $1,400 into your savings account. The next bracket above that, okay, let's say you're okay with your utilities, your savings account's decent, start paying off your debt. Credit card debt is just, it's slavery, guys. It's financial slavery. It'll let the government dictate what you can and can't do. Well, that's what a lot of you are doing with these stimulus checks. You're letting the government dictate how your life goes. Take control of your life. There's a lot of money to be made out there in this economy. I mean, heck, companies like McDonald's, companies like Amazon and Target, they're paying $15 minimum wage these days. And you can probably get better jobs than that even. So why am I saying all that? Because I want you guys to kind of change your trend, so to speak. If you've been trending down a little bit in life the past year and COVID's hit you hard and you've had some bad luck, medical expenses, whatever it may be, this is your opportunity. Take this $1,400, $2,800, $4,200 and elevate yourself back up. But go take a look back and see, why was I in this position in the first place? What did I do? Did I make poor decisions? Did I make some mistakes? Or was I a little bit unlucky? I unfortunately lost my job due to COVID, or I had some medical expenses that were unforeseen, or a surgery or something. That's fine. That's not your fault, okay? But if you made poor decisions like buying iPhone 12s that you don't need, buying Yeezys that you don't need, buying Louis Vuitton bags that you don't need, well, you deserve to be broke. Okay, so the other category of folks that are kind of better off, so to speak, and maybe their debt's low and their bills are paid for and they have some savings, consider becoming a trader, right? It's a wonderful business, but you will pay for it in terms of the time you have to put in to succeed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little $1,400 COVID stimulus check update. I am Jared Wesley of Live Traders. Don't forget, go to the website, download Trader's Guide to Success. Please, if you like the video, click like, subscribe to the channel, hammer that subscribe button, and also don't forget to turn on those click notifications. Jared Wesley of Live Traders. I'll see you guys again soon.